right, guys, this is Trader Sabran here. You're welcome. And this is week 37. And we are about to move on to look at what the charts and the the pairs that we're looking at GBP USD have for us for the week. I hope you all have been doing great. You'll be enjoying the signal or trade analysis that I've been sending to the Telegram group, and all of you have been catching in. All right, I believe that is happening. If not, what are you waiting for? Get on the Telegram group, the link in the description below. If you're new to this place, subscribe to this channel. All right, let's go. Now, I'm not showing my face today. Don't worry, you already see my face many times, couple of times every week. You always see my face. But today, do without it, that'd be fine. I want to go to the chart and talk to you about what I'm expecting. The first thing is, I'm looking at the GU right now. This is GU, British Pounds, USD, selling. We've been selling this market, but the market has been very, very slow. And I've been thinking, why is it so slow? Throughout last week, the market was so slow to sell the way we expected. Some of you saw it. The market was just beating about before selling a little bit later on Friday evening. But I want to let you know the reason why it happened. First of all, we need to go to the weekly. On the weekly time frame, we are bullish. The market is on the bullish trend right now. It just began. So for the couple of months, the market has been very bullish for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months now. The market has been very bullish if we're to look at it. Okay, so yeah, the market has been bullish for over 5 months now. So from here we saw a drop. Okay, for the past 2 months, market has been pulling back. So we saw a pullback started from the month of July, and now we have the month of August going into the month of September. We are having a pullback, happening. So here is my take. First of all, we can see that there was a little what you call market structure here that happened, minor market structure, considering this overall push to the upside that break this structure and also break this structure. You can see multiple structure was broken on that chart. So what I'm looking at is this particular high and this swing high, this swing low. But although we need to consider all of these minor structures, you can see market broke below that and eventually come to this low, but we're not sure about that. But there are two things that I wanted to do. I want to show you from this weekly time frame. Number one is to know why the market was slowing down in the smaller time frame as we're trying to sell the market. And also number two, want to see using the two on the weekly time frame to see what the market actually is approaching, where it's approaching, what it's doing. As you can see, if you look at it very carefully, you can see market structures around this 124 psychological level right here. We can see market structure very, very strong there. We see a lot of price came up there, tested, drop, and then broke through it, retested on it, push up. So now it's coming back to use it as a support. Now to confirm that is to use my fib. I need to use my fib from here, from this swing low to this swing high. As you can see on my fib, prices is in confluence with the structure that I just did, that market structure there, that support and resistance that market has just tapped into, which is on psychological level 1.24. So what that means is that price is already approaching a strong key level. So it's slowing down in momentum. So we still have a little bit for price to drop and then retrace back up massively. Possibly before the end of this month, we start seeing massive push to the upside. But let's look at the daily to conclude this analysis. On the daily time frame, as you can see, this happened this week that just ended. We saw that the market sold on Monday. It went bullish on Monday, and then it sold on Tuesday, it sold on Wednesday, and it sold on Thursday. Then on Friday, we're looking forward to selling again. He went up to tap into that level and started dropping. So this was what happened here. Why would the market tap into that level? Because price already came to a structural level and created a wick. And when it came to that structural level, it created the wick and then pushed back out a little bit, and now it's heading back down. The question is, where is it going to? 12400. So we're expecting price to get to 12400. So that means at this key level, we should be expecting price to start pushing back up. All right, we still expect price to come here and then start heading back up. Now, this is not a guaranteed movement yet, but we are looking at the weekly time frame based on behavior and price action. So now looking at the daily, we see that price will still have to push all the way down for about 60 pips to 70 pips to get to that level. Accurately, let's see, from here to here, yeah, that's about 70 pips for price to get to that level before retracing. So the question is, would you want to sell that 60 pips, 70 pips, or would you want to wait for price action for a pullback? So that is exactly what we want to say. Now, it appears that it's selling on the daily. That's what it appears. So what we want to do is to see that pullback happen to the upside. We want to begin to see the pullback. So at the moment, what we're looking at is to see the previous low, swing low. This is swing low here, and also we see price action on 2400. So we're looking at that 2400, and they want to see that price come to this low. Okay, first set to this low. For those of you scalping, you can scalp this 70 pips to the downside, look for opportunity to sell to the downside, and then we'll be looking for a pullback from there to 1.2600, because that's where another strong price action will take place, which is what we call an order block. So we can see price will push back up there, and it may push back up there, and then we're looking at trading, taking that kind of a buy to that upside to take profit. So we'll be expecting this to happen. So what I want you to focus on right now, even though there is no great setup right now on GU, is to focus on this key level, which is 1.2400, which is on 1.2400 psychological level on GU. So if you're selling on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sell wisely, because once price get there, you'll be targeting 1.2400 for your TP. Okay, you'll be targeting 1.2400 from the TP. So it's very important. It's very important that you target that place, and that is all we want to look at, because at the end of the day, we will see that the market is going to retrace back up because of the weekly time frame analysis. So again, even though it's looking bearish, strongly bearish now, the only way we can look at more sales in the coming week is when price fail to hold, and if price break this low. So we also want to look at weekly structural break of this low. If this low is taken out on the weekly, then we know that price is coming down to this major low, which is 1.1900. But I doubt if price will want to come to that low in the future. So obviously we're looking at price coming to 1.2300 and then pull back up or break that structure of 1.2300, and then we'll be able to see. But again, let's see what price does in 1.24, because that's 61%. I mean 61% of the Fibonacci retracement on the weekly time frame, and price is already reacting to that level even while getting close. So this is very important. Okay, now let's look at the fundamentals regarding this this trade we're looking at. So first of all, I'm gonna look at the these are the top market. We're looking at top assets for setup that we're looking at for this week. So GBP USD is already bearish, Euro is already bearish. So let's look at the pair himself, which is GBP USD, quickly, and see if we'll be able to get a clearer picture of what we're looking for. Now it's -8. The score is -8. That means it's very bearish. As you can see, now we'll see that very good. So this is what we want to see on the retail settlement, which is 38 against 64. So we should be looking for more sell this week, and even looking at the what do you call it, the trend the trend projection, we can see that it's projected to get to 1.2400. So that means price may get to 1.2400. Okay, it's projected to get to 2400. So that's what we're looking at. As you can see now, the blue part is 1.2400. Then we have the blue part is 1.25, which is price has passed that level, I believe. So we're now 1.23. So we can see the red trend is 1.23, worst case scenario. So, but we're expecting that trend will close at 1.24. So 1.24 trend will close at 1.24. All right, so 1.2400, which is I'm actually telling you to pay attention to. So 1.2400, which is this zone, want to expect price to close. I mean, this trend, this downtrend to close on the daily time frame. It will end on a daily time frame and then start pushing back up. Expectation, that is what we anticipate. So get ready to sell to that level and wait for price action this week. Now, within the week, I'm going to be giving you an update of what to expect. But at the moment, this is what we're looking at on GU. Now, let's move to Euro USD. Now, on Euro USD, let me just remove. We are having the same situation because they almost trade alike. So everyone should be able to see why we're using it now, but the structure is different. On Euro USD, on the weekly time frame, as you can see, the market created this high and this high. So personally, if you're going to trade it, we're looking at more sell. Okay, we should be looking at more sell, but the market just make equal lows. Okay, the market just make equal lows here at this level. Okay, we can see that market just make an equal low at that level based on price action. So I'm expecting price to start reacting at this level to the upside, because structure wise on the weekly, the market is creating higher lows. As you can see, market is creating higher lows. So at this moment, we are bullish, though if this structure break and price close below it, because the structure is not broken yet, it's just tapping on it. If this structure break and then price push lower, then we should be looking for more sales. But if that doesn't happen and price start rejecting at this level, then we have to look for more push-ups. Now, the best thing to do it for those of you day trading is to do this on the weekly. Follow me now. Based on this pair, I'm looking at this pair. So let me just turn off the monthly time frame so you can see. So you see this head here. I'm going to be looking at this low, okay, and this high for the week. Okay, there's a weekly candlestick. So I'm looking at that. If price, obviously price is trading below here now. So when price, if you're on a daily time frame, you want to see what price is doing on the daily. As you can see, the candlestick, this is a reversal pattern candlestick that is happening right here now. This is a reversal candlestick. Price is already tapped into that. So we want to see price action that will enable us to buy to the level, to this high of the week, and then the previous week, which is based on previous week now. So previous week high. You want to see price push up there. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, that's exactly where you're targeting. You see, price will want to push up here as a retracement of this drop that happened. Okay, you can see this massive drop. You want to see whether price, this is structure from here to this place. Okay, you want to look for opportunity to sell up here. You can buy up to this level, but you also want to look for opportunity to sell at that level if price comes to the premium, because price may eventually want to push up from here, reject from here, and start heading up. And then you want to look for opportunity to sell from that level. Watch out for price action at this week high. This week high is very important. You pay attention to that week high. If price push higher above that week and break above it, then you should be looking for more buys. Looking at the day, as a day trader, you want to look at that perspective. But if price fails to break that high and it's still pushing and then drop without breaking the structure high, then know that more sales are coming in. So two things you want to do. Either you want to buy, okay, put a counter trend line here and look for opportunity to buy when price break that counter trend line and get out on the weekly high, or once you see your TP or probably on this structure, you want to get out from there and then look for opportunity to sell the market if it gives us the opportunity, because the trajectory of the weekly is bullish. We have to be very careful. But the trajectory of the daily is bearish. The trajectory of the 4 hour is bearish. The trajectory of the 1 hour is bearish. So in other words, we need to understand where the market is going overall. But at the moment, as a day trader, you want to look for opportunity to sell at the current trend. So right here, right now, what you're looking at is a break of structure. Market is breaking structure, creating lower high, lower lows to the downside. And here we see that price may react to this key level. Now, this is weekly low. The previous week low, which is this week that just ended, this is the low for it. And we want to see price break this low or reject from this low without breaking this low, push up and come back again, or push above it. So whichever way, you're going to be trading between this zone this coming week on trading the GU. That's about 120 pips, 120 pips movement, okay, between there and there. So market could move up and down within that range. So you're looking at this range on Euro USD. I know a lot of you trade Euro USD, but focus on that range. So the best thing you want to do is to go back to a lower time frame and see where price break the structures that you're looking for. In other words, you want to see that price is creating a pullback on a major impulsive move. Okay, as you can see, what are we expecting here? Look at the lower time frame. We see price creating a high lows there. These lows are lower than these lows, so we see price is already pushing higher to break structure, but again, pull back in. So what you need to do is just put your trend line there, put your counter trend line, okay, wait for price action. In other words, wait for price action. Maybe price may come a little bit lower, or you can go even lower to a 30 minutes, 15 minutes time frame to get an entry on that, to start buying to the upside. Remember, this is the height you want to get to, or even here, and start looking for structure here. Price can get up to this place and then start selling. So you need to wait for that to happen. All right, so let's look at the fundamentals on this. I haven't talked about it because, again, let me go over it again for you to understand that we are obviously looking at a price to break this low. If it breaks this low, more sales. If it doesn't and start pushing back up, that means market is retracing, and then we'll have to look for buys. Again, pay attention to what the market does. If it break this weekly previous high, and then we know that price is going to go higher than that. So let's look at the fundamentals to conclude this on week 37. First, we're looking at Euro USD, which is minus 10. Strong bearish momentum. So as we can see, 63 against 37, which is nice, telling us that the bearish momentum is so strong. So in other words, we need to see more of the sell. Let's see the trajectory. On the trajectory, we're looking at price closing. This trend will close at 0.6, and that's what we're looking at. So let's look at the price action, 0.6, which is there. So trajectory 0.6 is obviously here. So that means worst case scenario of this drop that we're looking at, 0.6, which is 1.06 right there. That is the trajectory, the drop that may happen on this time frame. So if we're to look at the drop from that zone, where price is to that zone, that's about 1900 pips. So that's about 100 pips right there, which is not too bad. So we will be looking at that and see what we can do on it. So looking at this move right now, definitely price is getting to retrace. If worst case scenario it drops more, we should be looking at potential sell-off. So that means if price break this previous week low, I think I should change that color to something of this nature. Okay, previous week low, then you are looking at more sales to the downside. But if price react to this low and not break it and start pulling back up, you look for a buy, and then you want to see price come into this structural level again. That means you need to watch out for price coming into this zone and then reacting to that zone before selling. So I'm expecting Euro USD to do this. Either push up, reject, come into the level, and then before coming down to break this level and then head back up. All right, so that can happen. That can be the potential trade that we're looking at on Euro USD. Okay, so I hope you guys got it. If you have any question, you know where to meet me. If you're new to trading, you know how to start. Get to watch the videos on our channel or join us on our Telegram group, and we will guide you and help you to become a profitable trader along the way. Also understanding how to interpret any chart that you see. So now for other pairs like gold, GBP JPY, USD JPY, I'm going to be talking about some few of them. So follow me now. On the next video, I'm going to be sharing that with you. But for now, we're done with GBP USD and Euro USD. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the weeks ahead. Happy trading.